Hey, I'm Kev, Mr. Cole. Welcome back to MotoGP 17 and the manager careers heading to round 6 of the season round the Autodromo del Mugello. And here we are in Italy round this beautiful track. Fast and flowing. It's a wonderful challenge. And does it right around. As here goes down MacDonald for hopefully another pole lap. Or to at least be right up there in qualifying. He's definitely found his feet with his Mahindra, hasn't he? Racking up the podiums, racking up the results now. Me and Cadet may have a bit of a lead in the championship, but MacDonald leading the charge of the rest. Get very interesting in the second half of the season, but we're just a third of the way through the season now. With this round 6 of 18. Third of the way through weeks wise as well. It's definitely been our best start to the season, as you would expect on this Mahindra. A bit of an upgrade from the Peugeot, especially the first year where we're just trying to score points. And last year trying to consistently score points. Now looking to consistently score podiums and wins and challenge for the title. That's our aim in this third season. As I said at the beginning of the year. Probably our last as well with MacDonald in Moto 3. Definitely looking at Moto 2 now. Don't want to be like a Fanati or Vasquez Bahia. Be around here for like 5 seasons and just about be challenging for the title at the end. Needs to do it now. Strike while the Mahindra is hot, hopefully. Of course, we're saving all the credits this season as well. Looking to gain credits as well through the activities. Oh, that's a bit of an ambitious line through the chicane. Just about works out though. It's be interesting to see how that approach really helps the bank balance. We saw last year struggling to keep up the credits wise, with the development of the Peugeot. In the first season as well, wasting credits on what turned out to be useless things in the end. Needs to do a 203.1. Not sure that's a pole lap. I think it's up there, but not sure it's a pole lap. So once again, we've got to change the decor of this Mahindra garage. Look at all the black and white, where we've got the colourful, blue and yellow. Got to change things up. Let's see where we are on the grid. Oh, it is pole by a second. What? I did not think it was that good a lap. Head of Canet and Mejo are tied. Time-wise, look at that. Can't separate the pair. You couldn't do that in France. You can't do it on the grid here in Mugello. With Fanati leading the second row in his home race ahead of Martin and Bulliger. With McPhee in 7th, DJ Antonio 8th, Anthony 9th, Mugello, the guy who we've named after the circuit where he grabbed his maiden win in real life, rounds out the top 10 on this Sky Italia bike as well. Home race for them as well. As looking further down, we've got the Peugeot, top Peugeot of Kornfeld in 18th. Next was Mahindra Delaporte in 20th. Where's our teammate? 29th. He likes the straights. He likes the fast stuff, and it's like, once again, another qualifying where he's not on the back row. Is he improving as well? Has he done Moto 3 Affinity? Very good to see. As he got finished Patrick right at the back. So, can we back up this qualifying performance? I got our first win on the Mahindra in the race. You may have noticed as well at the front of the bike, I changed something for the last race. Not just, the font of the leather on the leathers. I also changed, I coloured in the number on the front of the bike. It's purple. I'm a bit colourblind. I should have noticed that's not blue. So I'm going to change that for the next race. But we kept it here for Le Mans and for Mugello as well. Look at all the bumping into that first corner on this warm-up lap. Don't be doing that at the start. MacDonald has there is Magnum in 29th, his favourite starting position now, and there's a Thai rider taking his place on the back row of the grid. Look at all of those Marquez flags waving. Don't really see that in real life, do you? Lorenzo as well. Is Rossi land here? They got chainsaws and everything. As there is MacDonald strapping in. What should be a fast and furious race here in Italy. As the lights appear now, have gone out for this 5-lap race. We've got a long lap here, over 2 minutes long. And we've got a decent start. We're holding the inside here. So that's allowed Martin round our outside. I don't mind that though, as it can maybe outbrake him into the first corner. Oh, he goes a bit wide. He's leaving us a gap. Got McPhee behind. And of course, you don't leave a gap for MacDonald. He'll take it. Got Fanati in 5th, or down to 6th actually, behind McPhee. And so we've got Mir and Kennett at the front. That sounds familiar, doesn't it? I swear this isn't a replay of France. Because as you can see, MacDonald's right on the back of Mir on this opening lap. Well, Mir's on the back of Kennett. MacDonald backing out. And oh, he's taking the lurk into that fast left. Not the best place, mate. Maybe into the fast right, up the hill. Not quite. Martin already over half a second behind this trio. And now we can actually say a trio about the front three for the first time perhaps since Qatar, when it was these three again who were battling for the win. As Martin's coming back. A bit of a poor sector there, MacDonald. Look at those hills in the background. Wonderful place. Don't make tracks like these anymore. Oh, these tracks where you can actually race at top tier level. Yeah, maybe tracks which the FIA refuse to grade. They've made tracks like them. Because they've got a fantastic run out of the chicane. Trying to race with Kennett into the final corner. Going wide though. That's allowed Mir back by. But then should have a fantastic run onto the front stretch. Look at that, round the outside of Mir like he's not there. Down the inside of Kennett, is he? Is MacDonald going to lead? Has he crossed the line? I think he is. Oh, that is good to know. Look at that, a dead heat between MacDonald and Kennett. Across the line as we approach 150 miles per hour. Who could only dream of that on my Peugeot? As well, Mir dives down the inside of Kennett. Almost takes the pair out. As here comes Mugello. His favourite circuit. There's MacDonald who's down the inside of Kennett. Still got to fix that milestone. But they're lying through that corner for opponents. As here comes MacDonald using all of the curb. Bashes his way by Kennett. No respect between the pair still. MacDonald takes the lead. Been meaning to say that for a few races. Finally can. Goes slightly right into the left-hander. And now we saw what this Mahindra could do in qualifying. Can he repeat it in the race? As perhaps I don't need to brake into that right-hander. Just need to let off the gas like I do into this right-hand, because we're going uphill. There's a natural incline there to help you stop the bike. He's got a poor run out of the right-hander. That's allowed Kennett back by. Still got Mir right on our tail. Want to have a go at Kennett. Just like MacDonald is, down into the right-hander. Looking down the inside of the Spaniard. He retakes the lead, but oh, here comes Kennett back by. Here we go, into the chicane. MacDonald fearless, into the left. Doesn't even lift. And takes back the lead from Kennett. Now this is perhaps the most important corner on the track. Final corner as we run wide purposely there. So we get a good run onto this front straight like we did on the previous lap. And hopefully lead as we cross the line. That's right, Mir and Kennett having the slipstream. We do by 0.5 of a second from Kennett. So that's good for MacDonald. At least he's leading across the line. As here comes Mugello with the fastest lap, 202.5. Again, Mid bashing Kennett right in that opening corner. Here comes MacDonald trying to have a piece of Kennett as well. Gets around the outside of the Spaniard, and now Mir's trying to make a break for it. And they need 0.5 second in front. I think MacDonald will eat that time gap up though. Look at that, he's almost done it in 2 corners. As we're about halfway through this race, a pulsating race in Italy. Oh! Just so I say that. It's a bashful race in Italy. So here we go, let's not break into this right-hander. Oh, no. Got the line horribly wrong. And that's allowed Canet through. As we try and get hard on the power. And here comes Mugello. We got a 4-way at the front. And so MacDonald tries to nick down the inside there. Canet not the wisest. Let's allow this guy to tell you rider. Let's take a note for a podium. And on here he comes, he does! But it was a fast right. MacDonald doesn't want this though, he wants to be chasing the top 2. Hopeful rivals, he thinks. As he gets round the outside of Canet. And then breaks slightly wide into the final corner. But uses the bike into the apex. Playing with the power through that corner and in laying it when he thinks he's got the max amount of grip available to him. He can nearly out that corner to get the widest line as well. As once again we connect to the line, but this time we've got a mirror in front. 0.6 of a second in front. And here comes Canet, here comes Mugello! Down the inside. And now we can see why Mir runs right there, as we do exactly the same thing, getting into second. And there's penultimate lap. And then slightly right into the left. Might allow them back by in the right. No. As Mir has got that lead. Let's see who can eat it up again. And this time not mess up. We've caught up. They're almost 0.9 of a second in front. As Canet and Mugello battle for a podium. Got a break downhill before the little bump in the road there. And oh, he's exchanging leathers with the Spaniard a bit early though. Keep it in second again. That's a better line, but again, not really carrying the speed through the corner. Oh, much better through the second right there. Might be a 2-way fight for the win. So I'm not sure where Canet and Mugello are. There's MacDonald once again being strong in the middle part of the race on this penultimate lap. Looking down the inside of Mir. No room there. Mir's gone slightly wide. And here comes Martin as well. There's through that left again, MacDonald. Not lifting at all through that chicane. He loves it. He takes the lead back as we approach the final lap of this race. Is it Mir going to lose another duel for the win? He won it last time out in France. We'll win it here in Italy. As Martin's up to a podium. He's having a strong race again, Martin. From nowhere. As it gone to the final lap. MacDonald leads by half a second from Mir. Has he pulled the pin? The young Scot, look at that, he's done the fastest lap as well. But be careful of the Mir dive bomb though. Oh my god. How do they both survive? So here goes Mugello back into a podium spot ahead of Martin. Going slightly wide in the left, but then they go slightly wide in the right. So MacDonald maintains the lead by 1/10 of a second from Mir. He's using all the curb now. Highway not an issue at all round here. Look at that, almost pristine in the bottom right. Go downhill. Oh, beautiful set of corners there. He's got an almost second lead now on Mir. Mahindra can almost taste the champagne for the first time. MacDonald for the second. Elusive for the second. Get down the first gear there for that right. Never got that corner right this race, but that's the best I've done, I think, so far. And here comes the McKid. Through that right. He's going to get muck drunk tonight if he holds on here. Through the left. Still almost a 9/10 of a second lead over Mir. Got Mugello in third. This race has not been the kindest to us in the past when we were on the Peugeot. We had the pace, but never quite got the results. We deserve just battling for the lower end of the points. But this time on the Mahindra. The pace came around in qualifying, and he's backed up in the race. The kid wins for the first time on a Mahindra. Second win for him. And elusive. Fantastic race. Fastest lap as well. Give him all the goodies. As Mugello gets the final podium spot aptly named. Ahead of Martin by just over a couple tenths of a second. With Canet down in 5th in the end. The double champ. Now in the best run of things at the moment. DJ Antonio in 6th. Finati 7th. Belliger 8th. McPhee 9th. Hotel in 10th, Lloyd 11th, Bastianini down in 12th, Anthony down in 13th, Nurdin 14th, and Didillo grabbing the final point by a 10th and second ahead of Binder. His next best Mahindra goes to Del Porte in 21st. There's our teammate in 22nd. Almost got the race objective just through half a second behind Rodrigo in the end. Good race again on the Cypriot. Cornfeld top Peugeot in 23rd. And Arena sat at the back in the end on the Mahindra. As in the championship, that means MacDonald is up to 3rd now. Head of Finati by 6 points. While Mir leads by 21 points from Canet. MacDonald's 18 points behind the double champ. So it's a bit, it's spreading out at the top. But I think with MacDonald, with his runner form, close that gap to Mir, 39 points back. With Martin in 5th, Hotel in 6th, DJ Antonio and Mugello up to 7th and 8th after their good results ahead of Bastianini and Berger. McPhee 11th, Antonelli in 12th, Loy 13th, Nurdin 14th. With the final point score so far this season, Binder in 20th, and no other changes in the order. As in the constructors' standards, it's Honda by 61 points. From Mahindra, who are now 10 points ahead of KTM, with Peugeot yet to score. As yes! Oh, he knows who the drinks are on tonight. He doesn't know where he's going to end up tomorrow morning. MacDonald is so happy. Oh yeah, oh god, those eyes are fucking scary. What the hell? And then it's like the engineers already had a few. As we unlocked a new rider, I think that's the Japanese 125cc rider from 1996. Yes, look at that perfect weekend from MacDonald. Pole, race win, fastest lap, race objective, smashed it. So there's Cypriot as well, almost got the race objective. Fantastic weekend for Elusive. As MacDonald improves all his skills, while the Cypriot improves everything apart from braking. He's now got 100% Moto3 affinity. Has given us all those credits and reputation. So we got the transfer window here. Oh, do we actually have enough for a Moto2 bike? Not quite. Almost there though. Almost there. But I want to unlock the Calyx for obvious reasons though. Just look at that speed. It's insane. Of course, they got a spec engine as well, so I don't understand the difference in max speed and acceleration, maybe due to, just bike frame and everything. Don't know why Mazda didn't just have max speed and acceleration the same, but then, have hand-in brakes different, but I guess it's a bit easier getting the difference, when you do different max speed and all of that. But looking at it, Speed Up's actually the second best bike, ahead of a KTM. What the hell? KTM, Tech 3 are the same. Shows Suter. So why would you go for a KTM over a Tech 3 and Suter, which are under half the price? There's something I'm missing here. And over a Speed Up, which again is 100,000 less than a KTM. And is better out the box. Don't get it, Milestone. Don't get it. Well, you can't afford the Moto2 bike. Can't really do much on the Moto3 either. As I said, we're just saving credits this season. As you can see, the Mahindra just not that far off of KTM and Honda anyway. It's not much of an upgrade. Really, let's look at sponsors, shall we? Do these change? No, of course not. Look at it. Different liveries though, mostly blue. Looking pretty nice. Of course, we're keeping with Alpine Stars. Let's actually change the livery up. There's a bit too much yellow, it looks like. Might have to make this green. I do want the yellow and blue still. It's just a bit too much yellow, I feel, at the front there. So you just got to change that to white. And then make this colour yellow. I wish there's a way to just change the front of the bike. Maybe we've got to change the livery. Hang on, let's do that. That looks pretty decent. That doesn't look bad either. Maybe we just got the wrong livery, I think. Let's go with livery 3. Change this right to yellow. There you go, that's not looking too bad. Change the main colour to yellow. Or is that way too much, I think, changing livery here? Let's go with that with yellow. Or maybe I want to change this to yellow. Because there's a bit too much blue there. Change that to yellow. Is that good? Does that look a bit stupid with the Dunlop logos? I should probably keep colour 3 as blue. What do I know? I got no fashion sense or anything. Really? No, that yellow kind of works with the Alpine Stars. I should have just kept that yellow. What am I thinking of? Told you, no fashion sense. Change the main colour to yellow. And change the other colour to blue. Because now we've got way too much yellow. And then that should suit with the blue rims as well. On the wheels. It's going to get there eventually. Where is that blue? That's the blue, right? That's decent. Not looking too bad. Now I just got to change MacDonald's colour, don't I? Let's confirm the changes. And shall we actually upgrade our teammates' crew? See if we can actually score points. 10,000 credits. Is that too much to spend? No. That we can change any time though. So that's just me wondering out loud. How much does a MotoGP bike cost? 500,000 for a KTM or Aprilia. And it's over $1 million for the rest. 3 million for Honda, Yamaha. 2 million for Ducati. And then 1.3 million for Suzuki. Some way off that at the moment. Yeah, I think we're going to be sticking with our riders. I think we're pretty happy with that. I'm pretty happy with their performance so far. Let's do rider customization. So let's change this racing car now from Azure to Aquamarine. What is the light blue that I want? That's grey, that's fine, that's purple. That's white. Don't think we want a white colour on a white background. See, the default blue is just way too dark. The Azure, no, that looks light blue, doesn't it? Obviously, I'm blind. Let's just go with that. Yeah, confirm all that. And next time out, we were going to another circuit, which we quite like. The Circuit de Barcelona Catalunya for the Catalan Grand Prix. So can MacDonald back up that race winner? Let's look at the objective for our teammate. Now it's been lowered to 25th. He probably achieved that next time out, I think, in Barcelona. But let's see if MacDonald can grab another win and just enhance those title credentials next time out. So, watching, I'll see you then.